Welcome to Think Wide. Are you ready to explore the world with us? Let's get started.
Have you ever found yourself at that career crossroads? Staring at a map and just wondering, do I build my future right here at home, or do I take that big leap and go global? Well, for so many professionals, that choice really boils down to two huge options: Pakistan or the UAE. It's that classic dilemma, right? Deep roots versus expansive wings. So in this explainer, we're going to break down exactly what each path has to offer so you can figure out the absolute best decision for your career.
Look, this isn't just about finding another job. This is one of those life-altering decisions that can totally shape your future. The pressure is, well, it's real. But don't worry, that's what we're here for, to cut through all the noise and give you the clarity you need to move forward with real confidence. Let's be honest, this is the question that's probably been bouncing around in your head, maybe even keeping you up at night. On one side, you've got the familiar ground of home, and on the other, there's that glittering promise of a global hub. They're both packed with potential, but man, they are worlds apart. So how do you even begin to choose? Okay, first things first, let's get one thing straight. This is not a debate about talent. Pakistan is absolutely brimming with incredible world-class professionals. The real difference isn't the people, it's the playground. We're talking about the sheer scale of the market, the kind of global exposure you get, and the very structure of the opportunities that are on the table. Here's probably the best way to frame this whole decision. Think of it like this. Are you looking to grow deep, unshakable roots, or are you ready to soar on powerful global wings? Pakistan is where you can build something from the ground up, in a culture you know and love. The UAE? That's your launch pad. It's the place to hit the accelerator on your career and really test your limits on the world stage. All right, let's start with Pakistan. What's the reality of building a career there right now? What are the unique upsides, and what are the hurdles you got to be ready for? Pakistan's professional scene is buzzing with so much energy, especially in a few key areas. The tech and freelancing scenes, they are absolutely on fire, creating this amazing bridge for local talent to just shine globally. Plus, we're seeing huge moves in education, finance, and a startup culture that is just bursting with fresh ideas. But let's be real for a minute. All of that incredible talent is fighting for a pretty limited number of top-tier jobs. This can make climbing that career ladder feel just a bit slower. And honestly, that's a tough pill to swallow for so many skilled people who aren't held back by their ability, but just by a lack of huge, large-scale opportunities. Now, let's switch gears and fly over to the UAE, a place that's pretty much synonymous with speed, growth, and massive global ambition. The UAE isn't just building for today, it's always building for tomorrow. The opportunities here are right at the cutting edge of innovation. We're talking fields like AI and tech. And that's on top of the already massive world-class industries like healthcare, construction, hospitality, and of course, international finance that really put the UAE on the map. But that high-flying lifestyle definitely comes with its own set of challenges. The cost of living can be a real shock to the system, and you're not just competing with local talent anymore. You're up against the best of the best from every corner of the globe. In a place where performance is everything, your job security is kind of always on the line. It's a high-stakes game, for sure, but the rewards can be incredible. So, we've painted the broad strokes. Now it's time to get into the nitty-gritty. Let's put Pakistan and the UAE head-to-head and really see how they stack up when it comes to the things that matter most in your professional life: the culture, the cash, and your career path. The biggest difference in work culture really comes down to a mindset shift. In Pakistan, it's often about who you know and the relationships you build. In the UAE, it's all about what you can do and the results you can deliver. It's that classic personal connection versus performance metrics situation. Neither one is right or wrong, they're just two totally different ways of getting things done. All right, let's talk about the elephant in the room: the money. There's just no getting around it. The salaries in the UAE are on another level. And the fact that they're tax-free, that's an absolute game changer. On paper, it is a huge financial win. But, and this is a big one, that bigger paycheck usually comes with a much bigger price tag. Rent, transportation, groceries, pretty much every lifestyle expense is going to take a serious chunk out of your earnings. So just remember this: a higher salary doesn't automatically guarantee a bigger savings account. It really all comes down to how you manage it. And here we are, right back to that roots versus wings idea again. In Pakistan, the corporate ladder might be a slower climb, but it's an incredible incubator for entrepreneurs, for people who dream of building the next great local company. In the UAE, you're on the fast track. getting exposed to global standards and building a network that literally spans the entire world.
Look, your career doesn't exist in a bubble, right? It's woven into the very fabric of your life. So let's step outside the office for a second and explore what it's actually like to live in Pakistan versus the UAE.
This is where the decision gets really, really personal. In Pakistan, you have that incredible warmth of family, the comfort of home-cooked food, and a culture you know like the back of your hand. In the UAE, you get a sleek, modern lifestyle, amazing safety, and world-class everything. But you're also a plane ride away from your loved ones.
I hope you
At the
enjoyed
end
our
of the
video.
day, it really
Thanks
all
for
comes down
listening.
to one
Please
simple
don't forget to
question.
like,
What do you
comment,
value more
share,
right
and
now?
subscribe.
There is no right or
Keep
wrong
watching,
answer
think
here,
wide.
only what's right for you. Are you craving that comfort and connection of home, or are you ready to chase those huge global opportunities waiting for you abroad? Okay, let's make all this theory super practical. We've put together a couple of simple checklists to help you figure out which path might be the best fit for your goals and what you want to achieve right now. So, Pakistan might be calling your name if you're dreaming of building your own thing from the ground up. If the thought of being away from family is a deal breaker for you, or if you're ready to make a huge impact in a booming local industry like tech or freelancing, then Pakistan could be the place. But if you are hungry for that global experience, if you want to supercharge your income, if you want a big name international company on your resume, and if you just live for the thrill of a fast-paced competitive environment, well then the UAE is probably where you need to be. And this really brings us to the most important takeaway from all of this. The location is just the stage. You are the star of the show. Your success isn't really about where you are, but who you are. It's about the choices you make, the skills you build, and the courage you have to chase your dreams no matter where they end up taking you. So let's just reframe the entire question. It's not about which country is better. It's about which country is better for you right now. Where will you be challenged and inspired and pushed to become the absolute best version of yourself? That is the only question that truly matters. Thanks for joining us on this one.
I hope you enjoyed our video. Thanks for listening. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Keep watching Think Wide.